Shildon has its own history. It's the world's first railway town, and in 1825, 200 years ago, the first steam-hauled passenger train set off from Shildon, Locomotion. A lot of young people are brought up knowing that this history is in their blood and in their story. We're really happy to be working with Locomotion Museum, with Shildon Alive, with the Bishop Line to put on this great project around creative writing on a train, but also in primary schools, to celebrate the heritage of Shildon and the southwest Durham, to give young people an experience of creative writing and give them an experience of responding to the surrounding area, the heritage, the culture and so on. This project is being commissioned by New Writing North as part of the Durham Book Festival. This project is part of a movement of creative projects that celebrate Shildon and its unique history. There's also been a community opera, there have been songwriting workshops, as well as a new community choir who are performing at the Local Lates event tonight.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Lyttle. I am the creative writer in residence for the Creative Journeys project, working with young people in Shildon, working with the Locomotion Museum in Shildon.
Stephanie already has brought out amazing stories and inspired the young people to respond to the area, their locality, in creativity, and the work they've produced is fantastic and we can't wait for you to see it.
The young people are writing stories, so they're in the planning stages of their stories at the minute. They're writing about a really fun train journey, an imaginary train journey, so that's great. They've also been thinking about what exhibits might they like to add to the Shildon Museum. They've been doing some designing, they've been curators, which has been lovely as well. Already they've produced so much fantastic work. It's been really excellent to see their really enthusiastic contributions to the project.
The Bishop Line incorporates Darlington, where we are here, as well as Shildon and Bishop Auckland. And within the span of the line, there are new places such as the Newton Aycliffe factory that built trains like this one here, the Azuma. So from 200 years ago right to the present day, the history of the area and the innovation and skills are really evident, and we really want to kind of build on that and showcase that to wider audiences.
So today we've got on the train at Darlington, travelling down to Shildon, and the young people are writing about place and memory. They're thinking about how they want to portray their community, but also that we could kind of spin off into more magical lands as well, that you are really the writer of your story. Well, I hope that it just lets them see that actually there's creativity everywhere. In spaces that we may not actually think of as particularly creative spaces, you know, taking a train journey, there can be a little bit of magic in the everyday. That's what I'm really hoping that they will take from it, and I'm hope that if they're writing in the future, they will remember being inspired and actually there is no barrier to entry for creative writing. All you need is your imagination.
It's been an incredible day, a very rich day of gathering stories on the Bishop Line, up and down from Bishop Auckland to Darlington. And we were asking questions about memories, about experiences of being on the railway line, where you might go if you could go anywhere on the train. Once we had gathered all of the stories on these postcards, we created a performance piece that had a chorus all about belonging on the Bishop Line, and then each verse had a different area. So we had stories from childhood, we had experiences of being on the Bishop Line, we had where we might dream of going one day. A lot of humour and funny stories and jokes, and that was really beautiful and had a real kind of heart and humanity about the stories we heard today. So we've just wrapped up the event, Local Lates Creative Journeys, and it's been an amazing day of hearing from different people. We had Thornhill Primary School present so beautifully about their stories, their very imaginative and empathetic stories of what the railway means to them, and using the railway as a means of being creative and thinking about places they could go or how they might be in the future. We also had the Shildon Institute Choir, who sang some original songs that they'd written in the community all about what the railway means to them. It's such a fantastic event, seeing people come together and share stories about the place that they're proud of being part of. Just being in the museum at night, being able to walk around the trains and see the creative work that the pupils had created was just something really wonderful. The writing from the pupils and the work created today is the start of a journey. No doubt this work will continue to inspire communities coming together to create work about the area, their heritage, the railway, and the communities in the northeast of England.